YouTube Shorts. So YouTube Shorts, if somebody doesn't know already, is basically a TikTok clone, is the best way that I can describe it. So it's TikTok but on YouTube. YouTube obviously saw the opportunity when TikTok was banned in India last year, and they really got together and made sure they got this short form video, vertical videos under a minute onto YouTube, and it started off in India. So it's rolled out in India. Now it's rolling out in the US, and then it's going to be in the rest of the world, right? The issue with YouTube Shorts is that you can't really monetize the content, right? Because it's too short to have any ads. Right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, he knows. It's too short to have any ads. And how do you incentivize creators to make shorts, right? So YouTube is like kind of pushing a lot towards shorts, but I guess there's not been that much of an uptake as they were hoping for, because even a lot of TikTokers, their sort of aim, and this is something that I'll speak to Marquez about, is that all of the TikTokers want to be YouTubers because TikTok doesn't pay that well. Sure, if you've got brand deals, they can pay well, but generally, if we're looking at the model, YouTube is the only platform that has a model where you can get monetized without having to have any brand deals, because it's the advertising model, right? But that doesn't apply to shorts. So now YouTube has tried to address this with a fund of $100 million. So they just announced this a few days ago. We're introducing the YouTube Shorts Fund, a $100 million fund distributed over the course of 2021 and 2022. And they kind of talk about how they've been rolling out in India and the US. And since Shorts is a new way to watch and create on YouTube, we've been taking a fresh look at what it means to monetize and reward creators for their content. Today, we're sharing the latest updates here and continue to build Shorts alongside our community and creators and artists, right? So it's a $100 million fund, 2021, 2022, and it's not limited to just creators. So, not limited to creators of the partner program. Creators will be eligible to participate if they create original content for Shorts and adhere to our community guidelines. We'll share additional details as we get closer to launching the fund in the next couple of months, okay? So, Shorts. So, E had a big sigh because myself and E both have a Shorts channel. I gotta say, I think I was the first tech channel to have a Shorts channel. So SuperSaf Shorts, and then you've got Board Shorts, which Thunder has. And how much have you made from that channel so far?
Let me just say that YouTube owes me roughly $13 million. Because I have a video.
You have a video that really popped.
So I've made this amount. If you're watching, I'm holding my hand as 2-0. So I've made $0 from it. And funny enough, as we mentioned, I have a video that has 15 million views on Shorts. So, which is more than I have ever done on my own channel as well. I mean, I think the highest on my channel is about 7 million for my highest viewed video. And I don't expect to make tons of money, but like it's frustrating when you go like nothing. And also it wasn't even the financial part, it's the fact that it doesn't add to the subscribers on the short channel. So it doesn't drive
translate TikTok does. TikTok, if you have a viral video, you'll get loads of followers come through, right? With Shorts, you can get a viral video, and then the actual conversion rate of those followers to subscribers is very, very minimal. So that's something that I think YouTube definitely needs to work on.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And I think that's the thing where it's a bit discouraging now, where to the point where my Shorts, if you go to my channel, I haven't really updated as much. I do update my TikTok constantly as much as possible, even though I don't enter anything from TikTok. And I think that's the thing that YouTube, honestly, they really copied without looking. That's literally what they did, because you and I have talked about this. Like, you go on TikTok, the beauty of TikTok is that you enjoy being on TikTok, even just watching content. Like, you see other people's content, people get really creative. The problem with Shorts, Reels, and that whole thing, it's literally us dumping everything we've done on TikTok over there.
Yeah.
And that's just the honest truth, is that we just don't have, number one, time. If you're a full-time creator like us, you don't have enough time to be recreating content for each platform. So you have to kind of copy across. But two, YouTube Shorts is literally an afterthought. And until they fix that, the creator fund will be, it's helpful for creators. And, a lot of creators who've made some really good content is good, but They need to
But
fix the social
it
aspect
kind
of it.
it depends as well because like you've got $100 million over 2021, 2022, right? That's a decent amount of time, and $100 million seems like a lot, okay? But when you're distributing that across literally thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of creators, right? How is that going to be split? Firstly, and how much is that going to be? Because it's not going to. Is it going to be relative? Because if it's relative, there's a lot of shorts content out there. Are you going to make like just a few dollars? Is it going to be worth it? Because I know Snapchat has this sort of model which has actually worked really well for a lot of Snapchat creators, and they're making thousands of dollars. But the way I kind of saw YouTube Shorts for me personally was, okay, look, I can build that channel up, right? And then I can offer that to sponsors. So, when I'm kind of offering a package, so it's like, hey, look, you can have a TikTok, which will also be on Instagram Reels and also be on YouTube Shorts. So that's the kind of way I was approaching it in my head in terms of how to monetize that. But if the audience isn't growing there as quickly as other platforms, like, TikTok and Instagram is, then that kind of defeats the object. So I think before the fund, I think, YouTube needs to make it so that it's easier to convert viewers from shorts into subscribers, and that will also encourage people, not just the money.
I have an answer. Take away YouTube stories. It's pointless. No, I'm serious. No, replace it with shorts. Let shorts become the new stories for YouTube, and funnel it that way. Because right now on YouTube, right, I think for most creators, the thing you use the most after you create a YouTube video is a community tab. That is probably the second highest thing you would use. YouTube stories, not so much. Like I don't even see, even the people who I know used to post a lot of stories, like Andrew Edward. Andrew Edward was king of that. He would post multiple stories, and he stopped. Because again, it makes no sense for you to do that. There's nothing driving there, and the interaction with your audience is also really bad.
Okay, so I think you mentioned a good point, because I think Marquez was talking about this on his podcast, right? He's like, it kind of seems like YouTube just throws these features out there, but they don't really kind of maintain it and push it to a point where it actually becomes viable. And we are kind of stuck as creators investing lots of time into these beta tests that YouTube is doing, and we end up wasting a lot of time.
That's what Google is known for. I mean, it's a Google company.
So we're kind of like testing all of these features out for them essentially, and wasting our time for something which may not really kind of materialize into anything that's actually useful for us in the long term. And one of the things that Marquez mentioned, which was a really good point, and this is one of the reasons why I've not posted any shorts on my main channel, is that I know the audience is going to be very different. There's audiences that want to watch short, quick content, and there's audiences that want to watch, longer form content, which they come onto YouTube for. Now, if you mix up your content by posting shorts as well as longer content, then you kind of have two different sets of audience, which actually could have a negative impact on your channel going forward, right? So that's the reason why a lot of creators are not posting shorts on their main channel. They're creating a new channel altogether, like me and you have done. Yeah. So I think it's a positive sign that they've got this $100 million fund, but we'll have to really see how that's distributed, or if it's just going to be one of those gimmicks that is not going to last, right? I think right now YouTube is very keen to push shorts just because of how much of the market for short form content TikTok has, and we've seen Instagram kind of come in as well. I think if they encourage creators not only monetarily, if that's the right word, but also by distributing their content and also making it easier to convert those viewers into subscribers. Because I don't mean to be picking on your numbers, but you had 13 million views on a video, right? 13 or 15 million.
It's at 15 now.
Okay, how many subscribers do you have on that Shorts channel?
So I'll give you the weird numbers with it, right? When it hit 10 million, I was still at 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, so that doesn't make any sense.
By the way, yeah. That now I'm at 8 million. I'm sorry, I wish I'm 8,000, and I have 50 million in that video. Makes zero sense whatsoever.
So it's kind of increasing, and obviously when you've got more. But if that was on TikTok, I guarantee you'd have had at least 50,000 subscribers. At least, right?
Easy.
Because you're just looking at those kind of numbers that when you've got those, you're going to get a small percent of conversions, right? Okay, even if it wasn't like 50,000, even if it was like 10, 20,000, right? It'd be like, okay, something's happening
I mean, pure math statistics says that I should get 1%. And that's not even the correct statistic. It should be higher than 1. But even if it was 1%, that's more than the amount on the channel itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pure statistics.
So YouTube, if you're listening, then that's our advice, as well as the creator fund, also make it easier to convert. So then that way we can also look at other options.
One more thing I think YouTube needs to do, and I think this has been the problem with YouTube constantly, and they haven't fixed this. YouTube needs a proper messaging platform. And I think that is what is missing from YouTube. And I really think this is what connects everything around, because without that messaging backbone, remember with Instagram, there's DMs, right? So you really can connect with people. Even if somebody sends you a message and you can go like, oh, thanks, man, I love it. Thanks for supporting, right? It's a very direct personal message. Same thing with TikTok. You've got DMs as well. But even the way the comments are set up is so much fun in those comments. It's only YouTube where the comment sections are now is one thing, and you can't translate that into stories and shorts when you have no proper messaging around. There's no way to communicate.
That's another. We need to get a wish list together and kind of sit down with YouTube and say, look, this is what you guys need to do. So YouTube, hit us up. Our rates are reasonable, somewhat. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.